Hello and welcome to another Stellarian Games video. In this episode, we're going to be looking at how to make a book, sort of. The book really is just kind of a false front. It is a false book, and inside is a dice tower. So this dice tower can be set up inside of the book. So the book itself is the dice tray, and you can use it to roll dice very easily and keep them contained, and at the same time pack it away just as easily, and you have a really cool prop to go along with it. So this is a dice tower false book project. The false book I purchased at Hobby Lobby. They have a whole number of different options for books, large ones, small ones, etc. I chose this one because it seemed like it had the right thickness to hold a dice tower and not be overly large and take up a lot of room on the table. So that's kind of the reason why I chose this one. But the project itself is really the box, the dice tower itself that fits inside of the book. So let's go to the table and see how this one is done. All right, this project is going to be a little bit more of a woodworking project than a craft per se. But we're just cutting out some sections of wood that I had pre-measured to be the correct width for the book box and all of the kind of necessary small components. I'm measuring the angles on those side sections to make sure that the dice tower has the right drop and spacing so that the dice will fit easily down. Then I'm also measuring some holes for the side. These are going to be the holes that will be used to grab the book out of the false book. I'm just drilling some holes. I'm drilling halfway down with this Forstner bit, and then coming in from the other side and drilling the other part in. That way it doesn't have a split out the back end of the MDF. I'm cutting out the little exit spot for where the dice will fall into the dice box, and then sanding the edges of some of those to make the beveled edges for the slide sections. Those will butt up against the side walls and fit nicely. I'm just cleaning up some of the edges before starting the gluing process. I'm using some wood glue and putting on one side, then a little bit of hot glue and wood glue to hold that in place while it's setting up. I'm gluing on the exit ramp, and then the riser section and the second ramp. Then gluing on the other side, and again cleaning up all the edges with a paper towel, making sure that's all nice and set. I let that fully dry before putting on the top. Then I'm putting a bead of glue along the top edges of all of that, cleaning up the edges and attaching the top edge. And just put some weight on it to set it to dry. Now I'm just painting it this khaki color. I wanted it to be sort of like a page insert, so when you open it up it looked more like a page even though it had giant holes in it. And then I took some black paint and mixed a little bit of black ink to make it flow a little bit easier, and painted on some dwarven runes to just give it a little bit more of a magic book feel. I'm coming along with a circle design and putting on kind of an arcane symbol on the one side just to give it a little bit more of a magic book feel. This again is just a black paint with some ink, and I'm coming along with some gold paint and adding some lettering and just extra decorations around the outer ring, making it look like small letters even though they're just kind of blobs of gold. And that is the finished product. Pretty easy project, fits into the book really nicely, pops up pretty easily, and you're able to drop in dice and they flow really quite easily through, but you know it's getting mixed up by going down 2 levels and then turning sideways. That should be enough of a randomization for those dice. So I hope you like this project. If you do, please hit the like button and subscribe, and we'll see you again next time. Thank you.